Hey everybody, I am your host Landon Barton, but I have evolved into the form of Dirk. And I am joined by my friends John Klein and Ryan Royal, and we are here today to talk about Evolved. I got access to the beta this weekend, the big alpha this weekend. And we took some time to sit down and play it, and we were here to give you our impressions of the game.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
It's
pretty
tell
awesome.
me what you guys think.
Well, so to explain the game, it's basically 4 versus 1. One being you are a gigantic monster roaming around this map, and you have an objective, and your objective is either to kill all 4 of the hunters, or to take over an objective or destroy something, and you played both. And then the 4 hunter classes are...
there's assault. You basically have a lightning gun or an assault rifle. You're the primary damage dealer of the group. There's a medic. You have a sniper rifle and I believe a pistol, and your job is to revive people. She has the ability to revive from a distance, while every other hunter has to revive by grabbing the other person by the hand and pulling them up. There's a support who has a heavy machine gun and also has this shielding weapon I've never seen before in any kind of game. It's really exciting. It was basically you target someone and it puts a bubble around them, and the hunter has to decide to try and break that bubble, which takes a lot of effort, or to move on. So the support is really supporting us, and they become a huge nuisance to the monster. Okay. And then last there's the trapper, who has their tracking dog named Betty, and basically the tracker is able to follow the footprints of the monster and able to see like broken tree branches and dead monsters. Basically, they're your guide to hunting down the monster. So the 4 hunters, their main goal is to basically be on the tail of the monster the entire time, and how effectively they do that determines how the monster turns out.
Okay, so far what you've seen with the beta, would you rather be one of the hunters, or do you like being the monster? I know it depends on if your friends are online.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
if my friends are online, I'm going to want to
be hunters.
kill a monster.
I'm going to finally have the chance to play with friends tonight, and I'm going to definitely play hunter then. So far, I'm having more fun being the monster, because there are some people that are playing hunters online right now that don't understand that they can't take on the monster 1v1. We had a game where our medic decided to run off 200 yards and track down the monster when the monster levels up as it eats food, or as it eats the wildlife in the area while we're hunting it. If it hits rank 2, it gets to level up even more. Rank 3 is when it's at max level, it becomes near unstoppable. So once it hit rank 3, how it wins the game is it destroys its power generator at one point in the map. So normally the hunters will fall back and defend that point, but our medic decided to run off 300 yards and take on the monster by herself, and she got absolutely decimated, and then we were done.
So I feel like it's one of those games where it really kind of brings you out as who you are as a gamer too, because I like a challenge. I also like teamwork, and seeing this big monster running and ravaging through. I would totally be a hunter every time. Yeah, just because.
Oh, it's terrifying.
Yeah, because that monster is insane. It's huge. It's fast. And you can't take it on by yourself.
Different kinds too, which is what I'm excited about. Is the different types of monsters.
Oh yeah,
have they announced how many different types of monsters
there's going to be? 2 in the alpha. There's going to be 3 in the main title, and then there's ones that are in development that haven't even been announced yet.
And so far, it's just the Kraken, which you haven't unlocked yet, and what was the one you were playing?
Goliath, which is basically Godzilla.
Which is sweet.
It felt like Godzilla.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I think it'll be exciting. Like you said, if you got friends, you get together, you strategize, you plan. It feels kind of raid-like in terms that you have to know what you're doing. Everybody has to play their class. Exactly. You have to stick together. But I'm honestly excited to play as the monster.
Yeah.
I think going up against the 4, you have to use a completely different strategy. The first time I sat down with it, Dirk tossed me the controller, and I completely failed at it, but learned a lot from it.
They kind of throw you into the fire.
You do, and you can't, with both classes, both the monster and the hunter, you can't just run into it. The whole first several minutes of the monster, you're fleeing. You're running away from the hunters in order to get yourself to a point where you can stand up against them. And it's really cool because it puts you in that, you have to think, like, okay, if I was a beast, what would I do?
Exactly.
Thinking of what should I run up on. I love the way you can traverse the terrain in the game.
Similar to how the Assassin's Creed games work, where you hold down a button and you traverse any terrain in front of you.
And playing with your friends too, and then you start learning how your friends hunt you and everything, and to be in the monster like that. It sounds like so much fun. Because I imagine like if I was playing World of Warcraft and like I get to be on Nixia now. and how I would fight my friends.
Oh my gosh.
I want to be Illidan on the top of the Black Temple telling people they're not prepared.
Yeah.
You just want the Warglaives.
That's true.
It's gonna be great because it's gonna be great if you're playing by yourself. You play the monster and it's a blast by yourself. And if you have any friends online whatsoever, you play as the hunters and you have a blast with your friends cooperating with other people.
Is there anything so far that you would like to see different come beta, come full release that it's not sitting with you super well since you played it the most?
Okay, we played on the Xbox One. The load times are a little rough.
Yeah.
Part of that right now, I think it's because of the alpha, obviously, but another part of it is the first time you play a class, it has an instructional video that takes about 30 seconds. So every time I play with someone that's playing something for the first time, I'm waiting 30 seconds for them to watch that video.
Yeah.
And even then, when we get into the game, that 30-second video wasn't enough to prevent them from being worthless.
Yeah, good point.
There's a lot of bad people on there right now. It's kind of killing the hunter experience. Yeah. The monster is a blast right now, but yeah, hunter's a little rough.
So as for difficulty level, like let's say a normal game like World of Warcraft, you kind of learn the whole time. Is this more of a League of Legends thing where you get dropped in there, and does it feel like that to you?
Yeah, that's definitely how it felt at first, for sure. You're just plopped right in, like find the monster.
Yeah.
And the controls are pretty intricate. Everyone can do 4 things, and the jetpacks are unique. I've never played a game where the jetpacks felt quite like this. I'm still getting used to jumping and traversing and things like that. And there's traps in the environment. You'll walk over a plant and it's like Jumanji. The plant will just eat you. And unless your teammate comes and gets you out of the plant, you die. Yeah. So you have to be together.
I guess my main question then, to kind of wrap up, is longevity content.
Yeah.
Is it gonna? Is this game gonna be one that we can keep going back to, like how Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2 were?
I'm hoping it's more like Left 4 Dead and not so much like Titanfall, because there is not going to be a campaign from what I've understood so far. So far, I think it's only multiplayer. But one saving grace to that is there's RPG elements. As you level up the classes, or the hunters or the monster, you unlock different variations. So say the support class is some guy with a big beard right now, and he's really cool, but once I hit level 4, I unlock some robot, and one of his moves is he detaches his head and throws it in the air, and it scouts the area. You control the flying head. And then every class in the beta just has one variation. There's going to be more. So just imagine what they can do, making different variations. Like, you could have a team that consists of the original medic, the robot, the third hunter the third trapper that comes out. You know, it could be insane variations to the teams. They all have different abilities.
That sounds chaotic, and I love it.
And then sounds like a ton of fun.
Yeah,
and it's going to be PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Correct? Very cool.
It's a good deal.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Cool.
And that's it, guys. Let us know what you think of Evolved Alpha if you're playing in the comments below, or let us know if you're excited for it and what console you'll be playing on. Love you.
Love you.